Okay, so we're adding some more information, adding and subtracting complex numbers. So let's start with some definitions. A complex number. So a complex number written in standard form is A plus BI. Do we remember what that I stands for? Imaginary. So that I is imaginary. So A plus BI where A and B are real numbers. So a complex number written in standard form is A plus BI, where A and B are real numbers. I'm going to add a little more. The number A, so whatever A is, whatever that number is the real part of the complex number. And BI is the imaginary part. So a complex number written in standard form is A plus BI. That's how we're going to write all of our answers, where A and B are real numbers, but A is considered the real part, BI is considered the imaginary part. Now, the nice thing about adding and subtracting complex numbers is you add and subtract the same way we do when we were adding and subtracting expressions, when we were adding and subtracting radicals. When we add or subtract, what are we actually doing? In math terms, what are we doing? Simplifying. What's another word for that? Combining like terms. Okay, so we're combining like terms. You'll combine the A parts and the B parts together. All right, so let's look at 8 minus I plus 5 plus 4I. We literally are combining like terms, just like we did when we were solving simplifying expressions, just like we did when we were adding or subtracting radicals. What are my like terms? What would be my like terms? 8 and 5. 8 plus 5? 13. And then my i's are the other parts, right? Negative 1i plus 4i is 3i.
3i.
That's it. It's getting complicated now? No, it's not. Big numbers. Okay, let's try another one. 9 minus I plus negative 6 plus 7i. So take a second and combine those. All right, what are my like terms here? 9 and negative 6. So 9 minus 6 is 3. And then negative I plus 7I? 6I. Negative 1 plus 7 is a positive 6I. Can you handle that? Okay. What about 7 minus 6I minus 3 minus 6I? Okay, so what's different about this one? The subtraction sign. And what do we always do if there's a subtraction sign? Distribute first. So I have a 7 minus 6I minus 3 plus 6I. Combine like terms. 7 minus 3 is 4. Negative 6I plus 6I is a 0I. Do you think we need to write that 0I? Nope. Our final answer is just going to be 4. Okay, you try this one. Did we distribute first? Okay, so you should have 3 plus 7I minus 8 plus 2I. And then if you combine like terms, 3 minus 8 is negative 5. 7I plus 2I is 9I. We still okay? Great. Last type that we're going to see. It doesn't really get any harder.
Oh my God. Why'd you change it?
We're going to do it together. So let's think about this problem. If we need to simplify, where are we going to start? What do we have to do first, do you think? Distribute a negative 1, right? We want to get rid of those parentheses. So we really have 10 minus 6 minus 7I plus 4I. Does that look any different? No. What am I going to combine? 10 minus 6, which is 4. Negative 7I plus 4I is a negative 3I. Still okay? Okay, last one that you're going to, well, last one we're going to do, but you're going to do it.
That is big.
Okay, so where did you start? Distributing, so you distributed the negative 1 here. So negative 4 minus 1 minus I, did you also distribute here? Okay, so negative 5 minus 9I. What are my like terms? Negative 4, negative 1, negative 5. Gives me a negative 10. And then negative 1i minus 9i is a negative 10i. Do you notice that all of our answers really kind of look the same, right? It's a constant plus your I part. In this case, it has a 0i, but we don't need to write it, which is why we just write the constant. That's all. Can we handle that? Awesome.